You know what I say, guys? Instagram, GroupMe, those are dating apps.
You think?
Dude, those are dating apps. You know, I saw this girl.
How's GroupMe a dating app?
I don't know if it's a dating app, bro.
You know, the girl.
Dude, you can shoot your shot on literally anything that's like where you can communicate with someone. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
can send-
definitely. Yeah.
It is.
DMs were made for sliding.
We are back. Grace. Oh yeah. So apparently,
Grace is still not here.
yeah, she's still not here.
When we said it was her last episode, we were serious.
Yeah.
She's gone forever.
It's really sad, actually.
Yeah. Just me and Michael now.
Yeah, we decided that she wasn't the best fit for the show.
Jesus. Brutal. This
Yeah,
episode,
apparently she's still on vacation.
she is.
Yeah,
She told me she'll be back for Tuesday.
she
though.
told me that like yesterday. I was like, oh, cool. So you're just drinking Bang every day? What happened to Charlie?
This has no calories and no sugar in it.
Actually,
Yeah.
all of the Bangs?
Yeah.
Then how do you get energy from it?
Just caffeine, straight caffeine.
Oh, I wonder if that's
Good
worse
for
or
you?
better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Welcome
definitely
back.
worse for you than coffee.
Welcome back to another episode of Nothing Outside. I feel really dead right now. But we have a special guest today.
Me.
It is Grace. Not
No, Grace is also not here.
But yeah, before we bring them on, actually two people.
Two people.
Before we bring them on, we're just gonna get going again, just like last time.
You gave me some homework last time.
I did give you
gave me
homework.
homework
So we did a Pixar tier list last time, and I told him to watch Soul. So what did you watch?
Not only
yesterday?
did I watch Soul, I did some extra credit, and I watched Luca as well.
All right, let's go with Luca.
So the
first.
two most recent Pixar movies. So Luca, all right. What was your rating on Luca? What tier?
I think
did
I
you
said B or C.
Okay.
Like it was good, but the story itself was like
I can
it
get
was
behind
pretty
that.
basic.
I don't see any way that it could be put in like that elite category
Yeah,
of
no.
Pixar movies. You know, it's not a bad movie. It has like a happy ending, and you know things go well, and it's really like beautiful to look at. Like it isn't a really nice setting, and I enjoyed watching it.
I think the scenery is what makes it. Like if it wasn't set in Italy in that specific area,
It's
it'd
just
be
a,
all right.
It's just a B movie to me. Like it's an average movie. Would I watch it again? Maybe at some point in the future, but it's not like a movie that I have any desire to go rewatch. I don't think it was too compelling. Soul, on the other hand, you were right. Listen, we had our big five, is what we called it on the S
Big
tier.
Five.
Soul potentially could.
It potentially could.
I mean, it's a high A.
It's like it is a high A.
high AS.
I only don't put it there because
It's so
of
new.
just the class. Yeah, just. But if we're stripping all that away, it could be part of the big
Dude,
five.
that
bro.
movie.
It's really good.
I'm watching it at the beginning. I'm like, oh, he's about to go get his big shot, and then fucking spoiler alert again, he just dies.
Yeah, imagine me. I watched that with no trailer, no knowledge.
I hadn't
of the
seen
movie.
a trailer either. Like I had
Yeah,
no
but I
idea.
told you it was pretty good. I didn't
You did
even
tell me it was
know.
good.
So I just saw this guy and I was like, "Oh, he died. What? Did he just
But it
die in a
gives you
Pixar movie?"
It gives you such like a new perspective on life. Like you really understand that each individualistic soul like is a conglomeration of like all these characteristics and like their own individual experiences. And then they send 22 to Earth, and she's finally like experiencing Earth after literally like thousands and thousands of years of denying any sort of like wishes for her to go down there, and she's there experiencing it, and she's like, wow, this is beautiful. Like the whole point of that movie to me was like, don't get too caught up in like your successes and like wanting to be successful, and just live life. Like you
Yeah,
got one
exactly.
life, like live it, do things, you know, do the small things, experience the small things, appreciate everything. And like, I don't know, it's beautiful to me.
Yeah, the big factor of that I took away from it was the what's next factor of life. Like, stop looking at what's next so much, and sometimes, not all the time, but take time to look around.
Take time.
And
live in the
especially
moment.
the story about the the fish.
Yeah, the fish.
That took me like two watches to get it.
I still don't. I didn't. The
yeah,
small
I didn't get
fish
it at the first time.
Goes up to the big fish, and he's like, "Where's the ocean?" He's like, "You're in the ocean." He's like, "No, this is just the water.
Yeah,
I'm looking
because-
for the ocean."
Yeah, basically, he's just so numb to what he's already have. He's numb to what he has already and what he's already in, and he doesn't realize that he's experiencing what he once wanted.
So I guess it'd be like, I want to live life. Like I want to do things. They're like, you are living life. And
yeah,
he's like,
you're doing it now. Like, wake up.
No, I want to live life. you
Yeah,
are.
You are living life. Exactly.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It didn't make sense on the first run.
You
Like,
ever-
it took me a few tries.
You ever watch a movie and then like you finish it and you go watch like movie reviews and stuff just to see what like other people are saying? That's
yeah,
what I did.
and then
I
I'm just like,
I
oh
was
yeah, dude,
watching
I
this-
watch hella movie reviews of that, and it made like I watched this 7 times, and each time I realized something new about it.
It was crazy. I'm definitely gonna have to watch it again
Yeah.
like soon because
Like-
I really did enjoy that movie.
Every time you watch it, you'll understand something new. Like, yeah, and I saw a tweet that reminded me of Soul. It was remember what you had. Wait, no. Remember what you wanted, what you have now.
Remember what you wanted, what you have now.
Yeah. So like, you're going to college. You're moving out. You wanted that in the
I
past?
did want that in the
Yeah.
past.
Remember when you wanted it?
Yeah.
But you didn't have it. But now
I
you do.
have it.
So maybe take a look around and.
I feel like it's really easy for us to get caught up in like just pushing, looking to the future, like looking at big things, and actually we do forget to kind of live life at points.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. Because I think some people say life is long. Some people say life is short. I personally think it's short.
It's the longest thing you'll ever experience, but it's also the shortest.
I think it's so short. Because I said this before. Your life, debatably, your younger life is better than your older life.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more older life than there is younger life.
So what I saw was the older you get, every day that you live occupies less percentage of how long you've lived, so it goes faster.
Wait, say that again?
So like when you're young, like you remember being a little kid, like time kind of felt like it moved slow, like you were living, summer felt like forever. Dude, I feel like Corona, like quarantine started like a week ago. That was a year and 6 months ago almost at this point. You know what I mean? Because as you get older, you've lived more days. So each day is a smaller percentage of your life. So it just kind of like goes by faster and faster and faster as you get older. You know what I mean? Like you look at your parents, like they probably don't feel like 55 hit them that quick. You know what I mean? But they are. Like their life, I mean, despite the like 55 isn't that old in relative terms, but like they're getting there. You know what I mean? Like their glory days are pretty much behind them, and it's
you get old pretty fast.
You get old fast,
and then you stay old for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're already 21.
I know. It makes me. It scares me. 20 years old, bro.
Yeah, I know, dude. Our teenage years are over, and that's where the most stuff happens. I think 20s will still be fun.
I did your younger 20s.
Young 20s.
Yeah, like 24, 25, like you're still young. I mean, obviously, dude, 30 is still young. I was in the pro shop at work the other day, and it was about a storm, and the guy that was working, he was like, hey, can you go see if there's anybody on the course and try and get them off because we're not liable if they get hurt. So I go up to this one group of guys. I'm like, hey, get off the course. And I come back in, and I was like, there's one group of 4 guys. They want to know if they're allowed to stay on the course. He was like, how old are they? And I was like, I don't know. They looked kind of older, like 30, 35. And the guy was like, 35's not old, man, because the guy working the desk, like 60-year-old guy. And it's like, it's all kind of relative.
It's all relative. And it depends what you're doing at that point. Yeah. Like if you're 30 and you're super successful, you're living your dream life, then you still have a lot of time. But if you're just struggling and going through it, maybe you are old.
Maybe.
I mean, but then again, old is relative to how long you live, and you don't know that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Could all end tomorrow. You could walk through a manhole.
Yeah, dude. That was so random.
So random.
That was so random. Who do you think 22 is in the Pixar universe? Do you think it's anyone that we know yet?
Like an actual person in the Pixar universe? Yeah, because
22 went down to Earth.
Yeah.
And if that movie fits in the Pixar theory, so she has to be someone.
So when you watch her like going down to Earth, she's going over towards like Asia, like India area, like that side of the Earth. I don't know who in Pixar that would encompass. I don't know who could fit into that.
I don't think this is her, but this is interesting. Have you watched Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Dude, wait, is that a Pixar movie? Because that wasn't on the list.
No, I don't think it is.
Probably not. But doesn't she like seem like Vanellope?
They do have the same kind of like voice and everything.
Yeah, and charisma. It's interesting. So what happened to?
Well, we have some bad news.
You have bad news.
I have bad news.
So what happened? You were start from the beginning.
Well, I bought my Rolling Loud ticket, I think, in March, and I was very excited to go to Rolling Loud. Looking forward to it. What I didn't do is buy a flight because I figured that I could wait. And as I was sitting in my room Tuesday night, flightless for Rolling Loud that starts 1 week from tomorrow, I'm scrolling through Google Flights, as I've mentioned previously, and I had two options. I could pay $300 for a flight that had a 14-hour layover in Orlando there and back, and to be honest, that seemed a little ridiculous to me. I wasn't going to wait in an airport for 14 hours. Or I could pay $600 for a direct flight to Miami on American, and I wasn't going to pay $600 for a flight. So I sold my Rolling Loud ticket, and I'm no longer going to Rolling Loud. As painful as that is for me to say, I will go to Rolling Loud next year because I will be actually living in Miami, and I won't have to purchase a flight. But yeah.
This is the second L you've taken with a music festival.
This is the second L I've taken because...
Something in the water?
Something in the water. The first year I bought a ticket, and I didn't go to Saturday or Sunday.
Why? Why didn't you go? Was it it was transportation, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, somebody could have got me there, I'm sure, but I just didn't go.
Yeah, why didn't you go?
I don't know.
Those were the best days, too.
I don't know.
Saturday was the best day.
So, music festivals...
Maybe you just shouldn't go to music festivals anymore.
Not my thing. I'm actually kind of upset about Rolling Loud. I think it was financially a smart decision just because I have rent to pay. I have other things to do.
Did you make a profit on the ticket?
No.
Oh,
No.
I thought they resold.
They dropped in price a lot. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. But I'm fine with taking the loss that I took. It wasn't a huge loss. It's completely fine with me. But
damn.
I'm going to miss out on some good concerts and stuff, so it sucks.
Watch the YouTube video.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Watch the video that those people record that they never watch. Sure. Just ask those people.
I'll be good.
Like the fireworks.
I'll be good.
Other news, Olivia Rodrigo goes to the White House to talk about the COVID vaccine.
Is that what she was talking about? I didn't know that.
Yeah, posting up with the POTUS, Joe Biden. It's crazy. Before driver's license came out, she was still big, but the exponential growth in her career from driver's license to now, she's in the White House.
You know what made me so mad though? My sister posted this thing on her Instagram story, and it was this Instagram page called Shit You Should Care About. Have you heard of it?
That scared me.
This
yeah,
Instagram
I know.
page,
I know
Shit You Should Care About. They posted fucking Olivia Rodrigo and her vice president Joe Biden at the White House. Like, that just bothered me. Like, it just made me mad.
That's a little weird.
It made me mad. I
get the
why?
joke, but it's a little weird.
I get the joke too, but like, there are people who they take it seriously, and it made me mad. My sister probably didn't take it seriously, but like, that shit pissed me off.
Posting up with sunglasses. Thanks for stopping by, Olivia, and for using your voice to urge young people to get vaccinated. If we all do our part and get the COVID-19 vaccine, we can defeat this virus once and for all. Let's do this.
I'm shooting my shot at Olivia Rodrigo right now, by the way. She's
right
so
now?
fine. Yeah, right now, on air.
I'm waiting.
I'm shooting it. I'm shooting it. Hey, Olivia.
She's
LOL.
dating Adam Faze.
Oh my gosh, she's dating
24-year-old dude. They just started dating.
I don't know who that's an L for her. He's too old for her. It's so weird. There's a phenomena where like when you finally learn what something is, you become super like aware of it around you. Like you'll see it more.
Oh, that's called your reticulating activating system. Something like that.
Well,
reticulating something system.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. Like
when I tell you, dude, there's so many Kia Souls out there. You're gonna see all the Kia Souls.
Dude, you know what's so weird? Speaking of cars, I was walking out of the gym. I drive a red car, and I walked out of the gym yesterday. And I looked in the parking lot, and there was so many red cars. I actually had to stop and look at it for a second. I was like, why are there so many red cars here?
Yeah, and that can be translated into how you act day to day, like see all the good things or see all the bad things.
But yeah, I don't know. It happened to me the other day too, where like I hadn't heard of something before, and then all of a sudden I just kept seeing it everywhere.
So we got a special guest today, Thomas.
We do,
but not one. We got two. We just
guests.
Tripled our guest percentage. Our very special guests today are two college students / former college students who are co-founders of a dating app called Specudate with over 14.6K followers on Instagram. These two computer science majors are here today to discuss their app, Specudate, as well as the world of dating apps. Please welcome our guests, Cameron Smith and Dennis Nayandin. Let's go. Let's go, boys. What's good?
There we go.
How you guys doing?
Doing good. Just enjoying summer, doing an internship currently.
What's that internship?
Government contractor for software. So getting
Nice.
into the industry, hopefully get an opportunity after the summer. We'll see.
Big stuff.
How about you,
And
Dennis?
I'm on the job hunt search, man. It's going crazy. I'm like applying 30 places a day, and I've heard back from like the initial recruiter. I don't know what's going on.
When did you graduate, Dennis?
In May
Of this year. At least you didn't.
of this year, yeah.
At least you're not trying to find a job during the beginning of last year. I know that was.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that
That'd
was
been-
crazy, but it's
Yeah.
it's getting better. So, where are you guys at right now?
I'm in Arlington, Virginia.
Nova.
And then I'm in Centerville or Chantilly, Virginia.
Nova gang.
Nova.
Yeah.
Nova,
We're,
yep.
we're here in
Yeah,
Virginia
yeah.
Beach. We're not at JMU. My co-host here goes to FIU.
Yeah, I'm down in Miami, so that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, can you guys tell us about your app?
Yeah, sure. So back in 2019, I had an idea locked in my basement for a while. Didn't really have the resources or capacity to be able to pursue it. Had a few drawings of something I wanted to do, which turned out to end up to be Specudate. But yeah, so I had a lot of experience growing up. Like my late teen years, I was a junior hockey player. I lived around the country. And of course, like there was not really many ways to meet people. So like through my hockey team that I was on, I found out about all the different apps like Tinder and stuff like that to meet people in your area. And I was like, I had no idea what the heck a dating app was. Seriously, I was 17. I was like, okay, that's how I'm learning about the world is through my hockey team. So tried a bunch of different apps, got a bunch of different experience in the dating space personally. A lot of what we decided to do for Specudate was based off personal experience, not necessarily lots of, surveying of people. But yeah, our app, we launched October 2020, mid-pandemic, absolute craziness. We had a bunch of signups beforehand via email that I was that Specudate guy on campus, just going around collecting signups. Some people hated me. But yeah, so I was going doing that and we launched mid-pandemic and we were able to scale up a little bit through Instagram. But yeah, basically the general idea of the app is just a fun icebreaker game where you can earn credits to be used for features by guessing correctly about people, their truths and lies. So basically 2 truths and a lie, but to the next level. And I'd say what the major differentiating factor between us and other dating apps is that rather than just swiping on someone, liking someone in order for a mutual connection to happen, you have to play that person's truth or lie game. It's 2 sections, 2 truths and a lie and truth or lie. And basically what we do is you have to get like half the answers right. And if you both lose, you see each other again. Pretty simple. And then once 2 people are connected, they can go from there using the result of that truth or lie game as an icebreaker tool to help them start
That's pretty cool,
conversation.
actually.
And we're in the process of finding our identity, scaling up, trying to get to 10,000 people. It's been so fun.
That's cool.
Dennis?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you covered about the app, but I mean, when Cam came to me about the app, well, I guess this is like how my side of the story was. So Cam and I are both computer science majors, and I guess Cam needed a little bit of help tutoring with some of the classes. So came to me and we helped him out. And then one day it was just like, hey, I got this like idea for a dating app. And there he showed me all the papers and stuff. And I said, I've always wanted to build a mobile app at least, or any website. I've always had like barely an experience. So when Cam came to me that, I was like, all right, let's build it. Screw it. So there's a whole adventure of building a whole mobile app.
So what
from
did
start
this-
to finish?
What did
So-
this
Yeah, so
timeline?
Dennis is more the guy behind the scenes, the main coder, and I'm the guy who's doing hella marketing.
Yeah.
It's a daily grind.
So
Oh my
Dennis is
God.
like the Steve Wozniak, and you're like the Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that, but we're just having fun, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't have any investors. This is all self-investment. Obviously not making money yet. You need a lot of people to make money with something like this. And you probably need someone to buy you out eventually
Yeah.
who has the resources.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just enjoying it. I'm glad to be joining the circus of dating apps out there and being in our own little niche, and got a lot of college students so far. I'm hoping to keep it going, and we're exploring different ways to get our name out there. So
What was the timeline looking like from thinking of this idea to actually it coming into fruition? Because I thought I thought this dating app was like a thing forever. I didn't know it only happened last year.
Oh yeah, no, we decided in 2019 to start building it, but when you decide to start building something like this, there's a lot of steps that have to be taken in the development process.
Yeah.
I started with Dennis had mentioned Adobe XD to me. It's a software where you can create wireframes, create mock-ups of different pages, and I spent hours on that just designing what the app would look like. And then Dennis told me we need a user story. A user story is basically like, what is the user experience going to be like? What from login to using the service to features to push notifications to blah 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 blah
Well,
blah.
user
Yeah,
story is more like if user does this, then this will happen. So we
right.
had to map that out. So you can basically form the logic of how the app will work. Yeah.
So, but the timeline we're talking close to a year, right, Dennis, before launching.
Year and a half.
We were in beta for like 6 months or more. So beta is
Yeah.
when we have a bunch of testers. We got a lot through Instagram to find bugs for us. And thank goodness we were able to find some major bugs before launching, because you don't want to launch and then something bad happens with the database or users not being able to connect, something terrible like that. But it went pretty smooth. There were some kinks we figured out later that we had no idea about, but we are running pretty smooth right now, and I'm very happy about that.
That's awesome. How's the team looking like? I see that you have two other people on the team, I think.
Yeah, we've had some different women in and out for doing different marketing for us, creating video content, and they've been great. They've been fantastic. They've often come to us. Sometimes we come to them, but yeah, we're working with the girl Tobechi right now. She does marketing at Morgan State. We had a girl Simran who was business, and yeah, so we love working with people, getting them experience for the resume. Obviously, we don't have much, cash flow to compensate people, but we're happy to get them some experience because when you're advertising for a dating app, I think having that woman presence is super critical, because getting women for an app like this is actually very difficult, and we've learned a lot. I mean, we've learned so much, Michael, like about this space and marketing for this. You definitely need to think of women first when you're marketing. I've learned that firsthand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is right now, right? When you start something new, it's just experience, and I'm sure this will help you in all future
Oh yeah, I mean,
agenda.
whatever happens, we're just so happy, proud we did this. It's been a great adventure, and obviously, I'm not planning. I'm not planning to give it up. I want to see how far we can go, and we're still getting new users every day and enjoying the process, and that's great. And you know, um, like I said, I have a lot of experience online dating. It was the only way I could meet people at certain points in my life. Got back into it right now, and I'd love. We could definitely talk about online dating in general, because I think it's a really interesting thing right now, especially with COVID, because
Mm-hmm.
COVID changed everything. It really solidified the presence of dating apps, because people couldn't just meet at a bar. People couldn't just meet on campus. So it's very interesting how that's changed the game. It really has a lot.
So, did you two use dating apps before thinking about Specudate?
I had intensively, yes. Tinder,
Yeah.
Bumble, Hinge, you name it. Both, both, both my previous girlfriends were met online. So I met online, and they were actually four. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I've used Tinder a little bit back in the past, not as much, but yeah. So I've had some experience.
we have. I want to make clear, we have nothing against other services. We just wanted to do something of our own, and there's no one right way to meet someone online on an app. There's many different apps with different niches, different groups of people looking for different things, which is, I think, what's mainly separates the different apps is what kind of people you find and what they might be looking for. So yes, I've got extensive experience there. I've been on hundreds of online dates. Some have not gone really well. Like I think one thing people have to be really okay with when going into trying something like dating apps, online dating, is you have to be okay with getting ghosted. Like, getting ghosted is okay, because people are gonna ghost you. Like, I mean, heck, I could tell you so many different stories where I got ghosted, or I think there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But that's, I think, the main thing is you have to be comfortable with yourself, confident in yourself, patient, and being okay with getting ghosted, because that's going to happen to you. It's just the nature of the game. It's a numbers game, really. It's kind of a crapshoot, but some people do find people, and it's happening more and more. It really is.
How have you guys found a way to like enter the space in a market that, I guess as me and Michael have talked about it a few times, like Tinder and Bumble obviously would be like the two big ones. How have you guys been able to like maintain a presence in a market that kind of feels dominated by those two apps specifically?
Uh,
Well,
yeah,
I guess from my side, I have a lot of friends who are all also on those apps all the time, and majority of them, I mean, they have all different apps. So they have Tinder, Bumble, they'll keep adding on. So I
Right.
mean, when they
yeah,
heard
yeah.
that, yeah. So I mean, the other side of it is also like dating will never go anywhere within. So I mean, there's always going to be people looking for someone. So and
Yeah.
like my friends, if a combination of both of those, people will be installing different made dating apps just to see if they can get anyone else new or
Definitely.
have a different style of it. So
Right. Absolutely. And it's a flooded space, yeah, but it's also you're almost not even competing with other apps because people who try dating apps, I know this is the case for men. I can't speak for women, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. You try all of them. I mean,
Right.
you see who you can find on what different apps. You pick which one you're more comfortable with, and you definitely want people to feel safe on your app. That's for sure. You gotta have your
Definitely.
privacy policy, have your all that you want because if you don't feel safe or comfortable in your app, you're in trouble. But yeah, people try all different types of apps, and we started just marketing to college students strictly. College students is what we went for via Instagram. Our ambassadors at a bunch of different schools, all the way up to New York. It's as far north as we go from Virginia, and we've just slow and steady, just trying to reach our goals, our marketing goals, and have a low cost per user. And I think that based on the feedback we've received, people love the concept, the icebreaker games, but that's only one part of the battle. I think having obviously those apps you mentioned, they have huge resources. Like Match has huge resources, huge investment. They can dump money into Facebook advertising. They can dump money into TikTok. They can dump money into Snapchat. So we're just trying to do whatever we can as sole entrepreneurs to build this to a point where we can potentially work with one of those companies.
Definitely. I think you guys bring something really unique to the space too by like providing that, that ground right when you like talk to somebody for the first time, you have
Right.
something to talk about.
Yeah, it's before they connect, they will have to guess and play that person's game.
Definitely.
It's not just superficial attraction.
Right.
We did realize the importance of that. I think we had an update recently where we increased the photo size to more full screen because we know that attraction matters, but
Hmm.
it's adding that additional step. It probably changes the dynamic of who's going to use our app too, because people who are not putting much effort in, maybe looking for something more casual, probably wouldn't want to spend that time playing that game, that two taps, maybe guess for a few seconds about somebody.
Right.
But those kind of things are what determine who your customers are, who's most likely to use your app, all that. So it's just a different niche in the market, and I think it's very scalable. Speculate's not like, I mean, it's not like Farmers Only. Have you guys heard of Farmers Only,
Yeah,
where it's just
farmers
for
only.
farmers? Like,
That's funny.
yeah,
So
they're actually doing really well. Like dog walker dating apps.
yeah, yeah.
It's just like
There's a lot of
it's
interesting
never
ones.
ending, you guys.
Very
It's
niche.
a flooded
So
market, but it's just about creating your niche and having fun with it. And if you're doing something like this, you better be having fun with it because
definitely.
my God, I mean, marketing is something for this app.
So what do you think?
But yeah,
What do you think the persona is for the person you're trying to go after? Is it the person that's doing something casual or wants something casual, or is it the person that's trying to get something like a relationship going?
for our app, I think it's a hybrid.
yeah.
One app that has really impressed me recently, that I'm back in the dating scene, recently single actually. I think Hinge is pretty good. I like that app a lot because it's what the person's looking for. But I'd say our app is more of a hybrid between maybe Tinder and Hinge. Hinge is more of an app where they're looking for more relationships, deeper connections. Tinder is, oh my gosh, it's such a variety of people. That's the problem.
It is. It is.
You have no idea what the person's looking for on Tinder, and obviously the message response rate on Tinder is low. So that's why I'm saying when you're in this and you're trying apps, you need to be okay with getting ghosted because not everyone's going to talk to you. So basically, that's what we think we are. We're kind of a hybrid, and we want. I think one of the main things Dennis and I were looking to do was make the meeting online process a much more relaxing process, more fun process, and not people should not put too much stress on it. I mean, they should have fun with it. It's not supposed to be, if you take it too seriously, you'll never do well. trying to meet someone online.
Right.
You have to just enjoy the process, and that's what we wanted to do with our game. And that's we have a whole coin reward system, but yeah. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
that's where we stand on that.
So Tinder, would you say you guys started this concept early last year, right?
Yeah.
Now that Tinder's making all these games, like they had like
Swipe
night. They had
Yeah.
the what's it called? Like they had a bunch of games. Would you say you did this first? You guys did this first?
Well, I think we guessed right. I'm very
The
happy.
gamified aspect, yeah.
No, we guessed. We know. I made a good guess. I feel like where online dating is going, and I know it's going to gamification. I know that.
A lot of
And-
things are.
Yeah, no, seriously, a lot of everything is going to gamification, and more ways to keep people intrigued and less bored. So yeah, that's how one of the ways we're keeping up is by being a game ourselves and not too much stress on it. And it's nice. We've connected over 600. We've had over 600 connections on our app, so we're making progress.
Nice.
People
There
are
you go.
meeting up, talking on other platforms. We're hearing great things about it. So that's mainly the thing with that.
Have you guys
Thing with that, so.
have you guys had any stories of people telling you that you know or don't know the impact that the app has had on them? Like, has anyone told you about
just
that?
Didn't we have like 2 successful stories?
We have at least 2 people who came to us and said, I met my partner on your app, and that's great to hear. But we're still young, and it's going to take. You need thousands and thousands of people to hear more of those. So yeah,
I bet that's
it's great
cool
to
though.
see.
That's pretty
means
cool.
that the app is working. But yeah, I think that some people will never be dating app people. Either you've heard bad things. You've heard that they're all hookup apps. It's not really for you in that sense, or you've heard, or you hate getting ghosted. You hate no one ever responds to you. And that's why I say if you're people looking to meet online, just enjoy the process. Don't be super picky with it. Don't only look for someone within 5 miles of you. That's lowering the field. Don't only look for people who look exactly a certain way. It's just you have to enjoy it and be okay with getting ghosted, putting yourself out there. I mean, I went on a date recently with someone. I've been on three online dates in the past few weeks, and no, I don't only use Specudate. Like any guy is going to use all the apps, but yeah, it's been great. And well, actually, some of my dates I got ghosted. Like I got ghosted recently. It was pretty bad. You guys want to hear about it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I didn't hear about this. Let's
juicy.
go.
So ice skating is like my go-to for dates.
Oh, of course.
I've been on a few skating dates recently, and they've been pretty good. But this particular date, it was a teacher, and we went ice skating nearby, and it was going pretty good. But I was getting good vibes. We were having great chats on the ice and everything. We even went to a bar after just to get one drink, but weren't too many red flags I was noticing. Like she was into it. Anyways, like this just proves that don't go expecting too much, because like it went pretty well. Like literally even got a kiss goodbye, and then guess what happened? She blocked me on everything.
Dang.
Actually, you want to know the worst part
what
about
went
it?
wrong, bro?
You want to know the worst part about it? She said, "I'll text you when I get home."
Oh,
Damn.
and she didn't text you when she got home. Yo,
No,
what happened,
Text in
bro?
a certain
what?
way.
Yo,
Like that just shows that, and I regret some of the compliments I gave her on that date. Seriously, like I but anyways,
yo, what happened, bro? What happened?
that's the thing. I'll never know.
You never know.
That's the thing about this is someone could ghost you, and you will never know. I don't know if it was because I have braces. Like, is she not like that? Like, what the hell? But no, seriously. And I was like buttered for like, I don't know, a few hours. And I'm like, okay,
Few
whatever. Like shallow, you're shallow. Like that's it. It seriously, like, I wouldn't go about it the way she did. That's so messed up. Like, if you're gonna ghost someone, at least like, don't block them like that. Like, unless they were horrible to you, but like at least like just say, hey, like, I wasn't feeling it after they text you a few more times.
Yeah.
Unless it's a mutual ghost.
Yeah, it's a big thing now
I've
that
been-
we're on the internet.
I've been hit with the ghost a couple of times too. Dude, I matched with this girl on Tinder, and we hung out one time. Went very well. We'll leave it at that. And then she ended up never speaking to me again and moved to Las Vegas 2 weeks later. I was
What
like,
the
all right,
heck? That's
yeah,
a
never even.
Wait,
drastic.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What were you guys saying?
I matched with this girl on Tinder. One date went very well. And then she completely ghosted me, never spoke to me again, and moved to Las Vegas. So
That's funny. Hold on. That's funny because the teacher I was out with, she was complaining that she had a flight the next morning to Vegas.
oh wow.
Hey man, maybe it was the same.
Definitely wasn't the
Maybe,
same.
I was like, oh, that's why she drank her drink so fast. She just had a flight.
maybe
But
it
no.
was the same person.
Imagine that would actually be funny.
That'd be actually hilarious. Yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on. So now that we're in the digital age, dating is moving toward a more like a lot more people are using dating apps, right? But there are still some people where they refuse to use dating apps because they don't want their love story to be I found them on a dating app. What do you guys think about that?
That's just. I feel like that's becoming less and less the case. I mean, you could always, if you are uncomfortable with that, you could just tell their parents, your parents, a different story. But
Yeah,
honest-
one of my close friends, he actually met his date through Hinge, I guess.
yeah,
Hinge or Bumble, but first they initially told their parents that they met a different way, like through a party or something, and then they just finally decided it's like, oh, we'll just tell them we met through a dating app, and they're like, oh, cool. So I mean, I guess I don't know. I think it's more and more becoming common than it was like 10 years ago.
Definitely.
So
yeah, no, I mean, that means you're not open-minded, which I said, you have to be open-minded to be using these services. And you know what's some of the best people I've matched with, like I've only dated foreign girls, but if you're near a city, like I'm a guy living near Washington, DC. There's like au pairs that come in from different countries and culture exchange. These people actually, they need the dating apps because they don't know anybody and they don't know how to get to any of the sites they want to see. So yeah, I've dated an au pair and I've dated a girl who was here because her dad was in the military of her country. But yeah, those are some exciting people. That's why I'm saying you should be open-minded. Like even if someone's not from your culture, wherever you're from, you got to be open-minded. And then the point about how you met, it doesn't really matter. You could just say we met wherever you had the first date. That's when you met physically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
that's
you're
true.
right.
That's
That's
true.
when you guys met physically.
That's true. Yeah, it does
Yep.
open a big pool to people because before dating apps, you're limited to the people you run into, but now there are really more fish in the sea.
Oh no, seriously, that's what I always say. One goes bad, there's a ton of fish in the pond. Delete the number, block it, forget it, move on. Like that's it. There's just a ton of fish in the sea, and that's part of the reason I love this. It's an ongoing, like dating will never go away. I mean, more and more people are meeting online. But yeah, and as far as I think another thing is some people don't know what they want, and also it can be frustrating when someone doesn't reply your message and stuff like that. And a lot of as a guy, I know that a lot of girls text differently. You without seeing them face to face. That's why I like to try and get a first date as soon as I can, like without being like, "What's your number?" like right away. That's not how you do it. But maybe just a few messages. You want to get off the platform. Like we don't on our app, Specudate. We don't want people talking on the app forever. We want them to move to Snapchat. We want them to move to phone number. Because someone could delete a dating app at any time. Like you don't want to spend too much.
Yeah.
That's not what the app is supposed to function that way. You want to get them talking on other platforms that are more,
I'm on
I
like
guess
my 40th Tinder account.
actives for that.
40. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Most apps, their goal is to increase user time on the app, but with you and dating apps, they're trying to get you off.
I mean, you do want them to spend time on the app finding people. But we definitely really care. We want people to find what they're looking for. And in our case, our slogan is online dating's real game, trying to signify fun and enjoying people, meeting people. Bumble's make the first move, giving women the chance to message first. Hinge is designed to be deleted. So going to your point there, they're actually literally designed to be deleted, apparently. So
Yeah.
They want you to enjoy while you're there and then get off. And I have nothing against these other apps. Everyone to their own. That they're all different niches. But so yeah, I mean, we want them to spend time on the app meeting people playing games, but of course, we definitely want them to have successful conversations with someone and move on to other platforms. That's the goal.
For both of you, what has been the most like standout experience or moment or just part of this journey throughout Specudate for each of you?
Uh,
You want
memorable
to go first?
moments. I can speak of one that was well, so I thought it was pretty cool. First celebrity shout out we got ever was it was from Colin Jost. He was at George Mason, the SNL guy, and he was doing a comedy show there. And I
Married.
had tweeted him because I'm telling you, when you're marketing, you just want to find any way to get your name out there. I had tweeted him like about first of all, like I think about our robots. You guys have the Starship robots
Mm-hmm.
on your campus. I tweeted him about that. You should talk about this. And I said, yeah, ask people what dating apps they're trying. We're like on campus everywhere. And then he like actually brought it up at his show.
That's
And
pretty
I
cool.
was like, oh my God, is this happening?
That's
He's like,
awesome.
what dating apps are you guys using? And then people like shouted out a bunch of different names, like Hinge, whatever. And then I'm like in the way back, I'm like, this is my chance. He knows. I shout out Specudate. And then he just completely proceeded to roast the hell out of us. Just saying, Specudate? Yeah, that sounds really dumb. But hey, that was a great memorable moment for us. And I thought that was really cool. Dennis wasn't there to see that, but I thought that was really cool. But just growing the service. I mean, I love seeing people like in our database, people are coming on our platform like, wow, we're growing. Like this is amazing. And we don't plan on stopping. It's kind of addicting and you just want to keep going with it. Dennis, any memorable moments for you, like and challenges you want to highlight?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say just for me, it was just building the whole app. Um, it was a lot of learning. I'm still even learning. So I mean, like, there's in software development, or I guess more specifically like web development, mobile development, there's so many different frameworks that you can tackle and apply. So I guess for me, just learning one dedicated one to each front end, back end, and then database. So I mean, I guess for me that was my memorable moment. Just the
Yeah,
whole learning experience.
That's awesome. Do you guys?
it's just been really fun, you guys. And yeah, it's been stressful at times. Like I get scared because I'm like when you're going into new marketing techniques, you're trying new ads, trying new creatives to get people to try the service. You want to get it right because you want you want to be efficient and you want to get more people on the service and find new creative ways to get people on and being open minded about that. And I've learned a lot about marketing. Instagram marketing, especially. That's where we get most of our users from Instagram.
Instagram's your biggest
So
platform?
what?
Is Instagram your biggest platform?
Yeah, it definitely is. We don't feel like we're big enough to get into TikTok yet, because TikTok's more, nationwide type thing. I feel like we could do some
Yeah.
targeted ads on there, but we're definitely trying to experiment with like Facebook advertising, which covers Instagram, Snapchat ads, and things like that, and just seeing how that goes. Yeah, I'm definitely passionate about this. I'm quite entrepreneurial, and I want this to succeed pretty badly. So it's been great, and also it's awesome that whenever you use your own personal experience to try and solve something in the market for whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. It's really enlightening and really keeps you inspired to get up every day and work and your side hustles and it's great when you do something outside of work, just like you guys have a podcast. It's great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What have been some of the personal struggles that you've been through, like just emotionally, mentally, throughout this?
I thought there were so many times where I thought we were just going to fail because of either some bug or glitch or panic attacks because something's not working. But Dennis has always come through fixing those on time and on budget. So, and also just worrying if we're going to be able to scale with such little resources. But we've really overcome a lot. I mean, launching during a pandemic, that's great for dating apps that already exist because people already have that brand awareness and they already have the resources probably if they're old enough. But it was hard getting people to know about us because nobody was out talking in October 2020. Like everyone was locked down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been challenging on the development side and the marketing side, but looking forward, I'm just so happy that we did this and looking forward to what's to come. I think it's so cool to have your own thing, no matter what it is. Like
Yeah,
I
definitely.
used to do other things that were my own thing. Now I'm doing this and it's my own thing, and in it for the long run for sure.
How about you, Dennis?
Yeah, I guess same with Cam was like, at least for me, was like getting the users on the app. Because right when COVID happened, we're like, oh, perfect, everyone's gonna be online, and then as soon as COVID hit and we were experiencing, we're like, oh crap, we need to get the people on the app first so they can speak online. So
Yeah,
that was a struggle.
JMU has their own dating thing. Like, do you know JMU Misconnections, right?
Yeah.
Did you know they made their own group chat recently? Did you see that?
Yeah, I was
They
in that.
made-
I saw your name in there. Actually, I saw your name in there. It
There
was.
you go, Cam.
I think
You
there was
know,
like 1,000 people on there.
I was there. Yeah, I was in there. Yeah. As soon as I said Specudate, got like 3 new users. Great.
Let's go. Yeah, I saw
Yo.
like they made a group chat just to talk with people, and then
Yeah.
I got in when it was like 200 people. I think it's like at that 1,000 people. I left at like 400. I was like, all right.
It's going down. It's going down.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all group chats. It's no way they last.
I think it's because there's someone in there who's being super annoying all the time.
Bro, honestly, like, yeah, like group
They
chats
were
are a
talking
thing.
about some really messed up stuff. Like I think there was like something about milk and something about the
Oh,
zodiac
the
sign
milk.
thing. I just don't get it.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
whenever people start saying start talking zodiac signs, I'm just like, forget that.
Yeah. How about you guys, Dennis, Thomas? You guys big into astrology?
No.
No.
Unless, if a girl asks me
I don't
my
have time
sign,
for that.
if a girl asks me what my sign is, then I'm gonna tell her, and I'll let her do all the bullshit about reading my
Yeah.
stars. and
You know what
stuff,
I
but-
say? You know what I say, guys? Instagram, group me. Those are dating apps,
You think?
dude. Those are dating apps. I saw
What?
this girl.
How's group me a dating app?
I don't know if it's a dating app, bro.
You know, the girl.
Dude, you can shoot your shot on literally anything that's like where you can communicate with someone. Like
Oh yeah,
Send-
definitely. Yeah.
Dude, this
DMs were made for sliding.
this
Like,
girl in my calculus class hit me up on WhatsApp, and I was like, all
Oh,
right,
there you go.
this is
Let's
pretty
go.
dude, Discord.
Discord. Everything's
Oh,
a
no.
dating app, bro. Everything's a dating
fun.
app.
Yo, so
Facebook Marketplace.
this only has 4 more minutes, and Michael has the not the pro version of
Facebook
Zoom.
Marketplace. Can I buy your table? Oh, can we buy it? Can we go on a date?
Yo, Cam, so you mentioned you played hockey, right? You still watch hockey at all?
Yeah, I'm a big Caps fan.
Oh,
Oh.
dang
Not
it.
too well this year, but I was actually hoping Montreal would pull through in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I'm the
but they
world's
didn't.
biggest
So-
Islanders fan, man. Huge Islanders fan, so I was pulling for Montreal in the cup also.
Dude, yeah, Islanders. Their fans are crazy.
Painful, bro.
Islanders are.
Who do you like? Who do you
Whoa,
like?
whoa, Dennis, come on.
My girlfriend's family is from Long Island, New York. So I mean, they're all Islanders.
Yeah, no,
fans,
my dad's from Long Island. We still go to the bar, well, not anymore. Obviously, the Islanders are moving arenas next year.
yeah,
but
different stadium. Yeah.
huge Islanders fan. It's pretty cool talking to other hockey fans.
That's
not
awesome.
not a lot of hockey fans around here, at least.
Yeah, not Nova, or I guess in Virginia. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, anything you guys want to say to the audience? We got a few minutes left.
Sure. Yeah. You can learn more about us on our Instagram. That has a link to our app on the App Store. Specudate.com. You can go to learn more detailed information. But yeah, mainly just check us out on Instagram at Specudate, and check out the app if you're interested in getting into meeting people online, no matter what you're looking for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for having us, and it was great to talk about
Yo, this was awesome.
online dating, where it's going in our app. So
But we got a couple more minutes. I want to start doing this thing when you have guests on. We did this for Thomas. If you watch this back, skip over this part.
Okay.
This is going to be a time capsule. I want you guys to talk to yourself in how many years?
You told me 5 years.
Okay, let's do 5 years. 5 years. Don't come back to this for another 5 years. Cameron, Dennis, if you're watching this, rewatching this when it comes out, skip over this.
Uh-huh.
Got 2 minutes.
You got like a minute. What do you guys want to say to your future self?
say to ourselves,
Yeah, 5 years.
to myself,
Yeah, to
Yeah.
yourself, to your future self.
Dennis, you go first.
You got a few seconds.
All right. I guess I better have built 10 apps by then, or at least, grow more of a portfolio on my side. I have a freaking job by now. So, all right, Dennis, 5 years, you better have that.
I want 1 million users on Specudate.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Really successful. great relationship, great work life, and I want to just have a dog,
A
and
dog.
that dog has to be really cool.
There you go.
Nice. Boys, thank you so much for coming on. This has been another episode of Nothing Outside, the realest show in the world. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
See ya.